There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like that. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming true now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you were upset. My phone it rang like a million times on Friday. Everybody want to know what's going on. No Crime Watch, no Crime Watch. Well, I mean, we decided because it was wasn't a decision by the station Synergy and myself that we should not have a repeat because a lot of people would have had challenges viewing Crime Watch. Not only on because there are a lot of people who mightn't have the app, but they don't have a proper phone or whatever, but they look at it, they look forward to seeing Crime Watch on their on the television or whatever, but because of the fiber optic, and I'm sure that you are aware that on Friday had a serious fiber optic courtesy flow, but nevertheless that has been rectified, I trust, and in fact we are making special efforts. In fact, I told one of my IT people, Socks, to get in contact with Digicel, so Digicel people can come and get our lines and whatnot for. Did you start doing that already? All right, so if people from Digicel contact my studio because just as a backup, you understand, because I don't have too much, Just to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is 312. Last year, the same time for last year, 20. No, because what I want to do, I want to bring back, in fact, my CG person can put up that we have decided to extend the program for an hour and a half because on Friday there was no show. So all my stuff I decided to say, you know what, I'm going to pull it, just kind of pull it back. So the show has been extended, and you all keep putting up that, put up the OB van. Someone asked if we still have the, if we are still on the drive to collect funds to buy equipment and get our OB van. Yes, we are still on that drive, and we're not going to stop. That is why I've been asking you avid viewers that make sure and support Crime Watch. Make sure, because we're not going to stop. No Crime Watch is like, we need, we need to be out there. We need to be out there. Also, hours after altercation with a villager in Woodland, man was found murdered inside double shed on Sunday. Now, this happened yesterday. 24-year-old LATCHMAN RAMCHARAN'S, a.k.a. JAPS of JACKSINGH Trace, La Fortune, Woodland, was found by his relatives murdered inside a double shed near the Woodland Hindu School, the Woodland Early Childhood Center, and opposite the popular Woodland Recreation Ground just after 2 a.m. yesterday, which is the 22nd. This is a foot after an altercation. RAMCHARAN'S father, INDAR RAMCHARAN, died of a heart attack while at the Samson Hospital on March the 10th. This man lost his father on March the 10th. And now 4 months after, the son is dead. This is a double blow for the family. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. This is just the area, in fact, where we are showing you. This is the double shed here, the popular double shed. But how many doubles people we had murdered for the year? You all did that research? Charlene? Anybody? Is it on the rundown here? No. Let's take a fast break, please.
Come on into Army Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have decking sheets, under ceiling, new wave galvanized 26 gauge painted, I-beam, Z and C purlin, gypsum board, French style steel windows, red and concrete blocks, pick up at factory, TCL cement, corrugated steel, garbage bins and much more at competitive prices and VAT inclusive. So check us out today.
Final. It's the final extension of Fab India Expo. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st. Everything selling at the most reasonable prices. Massive sale now on. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 or more on links or credit card for a chance to spin to win up to $500 instantly. Don't miss out on this opportunity to visit the best of the best. Fab India Expo at the white tent opposite Medford gas station, Chagonas. No expo until Diwali. Final extension. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st.
Whether it's a quick meal with Rainbow Foods corned beef and tasty baked beans and tomato sauce, a delicious kidney bean combination, or pasta galore, there's a Rainbow for you. Make magic with our mackerel. Cook up delightful dishes with our pigeon peas, chickpeas, mixed vegetables, and instant coconut milk. Rainbow's milks and sugars are perfect for desserts, cakes, and teas, and you will just love all our corned meats and rice. Rainbow Foods, excellent quality, reasonably priced, at leading supermarkets nationwide.
Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit, etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkpore. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
So ladies and gentlemen, again, a man in the Woodland area known as LATCHMAN RAMCHARAN'S, aka JAPS, of JACKSINGH Trace, La Fortune. If you have a video, could we put it up? Was found by his relative, murdered inside a double shed near the Woodland Hindu School. If you have any information, we don't know about the suspect, if the suspect is still at large, but this is just information coming to us, coming to our attention. In fact, just as I said a short while ago, on the 10th of March, his father died. And now you have this young man here, 24-year-old. Open up the line 671, a special good evening to all those who are locked on the app, all those of you who are on I.A.N live stream on YouTube, who are on the Facebook. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a television set to look at Crime Watch. You can look at Crime Watch wherever you are. Just download the I.A.N app on your Google Play. It's on your iPhone, any phone. Hi, caller, good evening. Yes, go ahead. Hi, caller. Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Could you get to the point, please? I don't know, it seems that that's the only word you know today. Good evening. Come back to me. Also on Saturday, you want to continue with the video? Go ahead.
Yesterday evening, about 5 o'clock, I talked to him. He asked him, Papa, I said, Papa, where you going? I nickname him. I said, Papa, where you going? He never answered and tell me where you going. Right? But I said, Papa, you come home before 8 or 9. That's all I tell him, and said that. I never see him again. 2:30 in the morning. Last night, I can't sleep, Can't sleep last night. 2:30 in the morning, I get up. I said, Papa, you come home, I said. But say that my boy come and he call in. And when he called me, he called my brother first, Jayo. Well, I see the postman, he go down there, right? And here I get through. He come and he call him my next brother, down in the flat day. Right? And when I come out, he said, Jayo again. When I come out now, ask him what happened. He says something happened to my son, Papoy. He said, if I could go now, I say, yeah. But I'm going to wake up my daughter. And I tell my daughter something happened to Papa, he might drunk and fall and he can't come home. Well, I got and she called she uncle down in the back there, Balo now, in the Balo. He got to call him and he come and I said, Balo, something happened to Papa, well, let me go. The boy really gone with me, my brother gone with me. Yeah, and when we gone there, she gone and she see him. And when we gone and see him now, first thing I gone and I searched the pocket to see the phone and the wallet there. And when I gone now, me I find it, and me I know if he had anything boss or anything, But when she gone, she see the had anything boss. right? And so then we have a black van going, what I want like we family now, but he there with them boys and the linemen, that friend. And when they go now, he's.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you have any information concerning that incident at Woodland, get in contact with me. Although that took place yesterday. On Saturday, murder at Mellow Moods Bar on Saturday. Victim dies hours later at hospital. A 29-year-old Kareem Wilson of San Juan was shot and killed following an altercation he had with three persons while lineman at Mellow Mood Bar at Saddle Road in San Juan early on Saturday morning. Wilson was taken to the Eric Williams Medical Science Complex in Mount Up, where he subsequently died. The shooting took place just after 2 a.m., but police were only notified about the incident when Wilson succumbed to his injuries at hospital. Wilson was shot after one of the three men he had an altercation with went to a nearby vehicle and returned with a gun at the car park area of the establishment. So, ladies and gentlemen, just imagine that. Lineman at a bar. Lineman at a popular bar. This is the area here, the bar. Just imagine that. At a popular bar, a little altercation, they go on, they get a gun, they come back and they shoot the boy. They shoot Kareem Wilson. Look at Kareem here. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. He died hours after. Hi, caller, good evening. Remember, all those of you who are on the live stream, encourage people to join the live stream. All those of you on Facebook right now, a special good evening to you. I know there's a lot of bacchanal on the Facebook right now, or on the group. A special good evening to you. In fact, today I was at the Arima Magistrate Court. I want to say a special good evening to all those at the Arima Magistrate Court. Also a special good evening to Senior Magistrate in Johnny Sidano. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. But I think they need to do some work on that Magistrate Court, yeah? I think that it's in a mess. It's like a house. It's like, I can't believe that is the place where they dispense justice. It's, Come back to me. Yeah. Just as I said, yeah, I was at the Arima Magistrate Court today. No, I had no matters. I had no matters. Some of you get frightened. No, I had no matters. But nevertheless, you know, just looking at the court, an area where they dispense justice and whatnot, and you realize, oh my God, that place needs to be upgraded. It really, really needs to be upgraded. We shouldn't be fixing. You see, when citizens see places like that, see a nice court, a nice building, people have, you know, it boosts up your, you know, it makes you feel good. When you live, you know, you're working in a building like that, it's like, what? I'm like, there's the Arima Court? Huh? And you building a highway and building overpass by K-Donna and all kind of bacchanal thing right now? Or they could have fixed up the court, imagine. And I can never understand this common sense here. You go to Shoguna's Magistrate Court. It's so small, they can't even change your mind in it. Because it had a little corridor there, everybody waiting. But you build a big, big library next door, where the court should have been. How many people are reading in Shoguna's? I mean, I ain't saying nothing, but how many people really reading? All I bring out big, big Mako building, a library right next to the court. Oh my God, is like the cart before, is like the cart before the horse. The library building should have been where the court is, and the court should have been. No, the library building should have. The court should have been where the library building is there. The library and the library building, the library should have been where the court is today. But you know the other place down going up Perseverance called the library? It's university. Was that kind of a funny place now where to cut your clothes and things. You don't know about that? Yeah, it's another place that going up Perseverance, what's it called? It's university or the library or something. It had a kind of ship joint called that. I can't remember, but I never went in. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any information, if you saw anything in Mellow Moods Bar on Saturday where Kareem Wilson or San Juan was shot and killed, get in contact with me, yeah? Anybody saw anything? Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. And keep
Hi, good day.
Hi, good evening.
I'm a first-time caller.
Uh-huh.
I'm calling to say I hope they catch the people that killed Kareem Wilson, because he's not a person like that. He's a very nice child.
That's sad, girl. That bad thing, girl. So people...
Very sad. He is not a bad child at all. And they need to catch those killers.
Well, if anybody has information, come and see me. WhatsApp me on 290-4426. Okay, ma'am? I will try my best. And let me tell you something, I'm going after them now, yeah? That's what I'm telling you. And I'm sure you are aware by now that Army took over hangers and with him, I mean, I'm there with him and whatnot. And I tell you this, you know, nobody coming to rank up in the hangers, you know. Because just about a couple of weeks ago, we had somebody ranking up on the outside, not inside, but we have installed more cameras, tightened security, because it's madness. You can't play, and you know, and not only there, you know, but people have a kind of way. Look in tongue, what they're in tongue, and people have a kind of way that they're quick to jostle you, like, want a bit of ranking on your bad man thing. Boy, monkey really know what street to climb on, yes? And I am one person, I don't stand for injustice. You see, I mean, you take advantage of people like foreman beating up, and the kind of guy will come out of the car and really let you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, in Chase Village, Saturday, man stabbed to death by his friend during an altercation on Saturday night. 25-year-old Nicholas Narayan of Perseverance Road, Chase Village, was stabbed to death with an ice pick during a heated argument between best friends and neighbors, which turned deadly as one of the men fatally stabbed Narayan. At about 11:30 p.m. on Saturday, the suspect went to Narayan's home to return a speaker box. When Narayan opened the door to take the item, the man pulled out an ice pick and shoved him to the ground and began stabbing him. 21-year-old suspect, well known to Narayan, stabbed him multiple times about the body. Narayan died in the arms of his mother, Marilyn. Do you know I know Narayan? Boy, that thing real sad, boy. That's sad. Sad. I can't just show the area. You know, if I tell you something, yeah? You saw things happen? People, that some of these young fellas, 20, 21, oh God, I will beat them, I will stab up him. And then you don't know, and I kill him, and I go and get a gun and shoot him. But look at it. Today, Narayan is dead. The young fella, they were friends, some speaker box thing, bacchanal thing, all of them linemen together. Some devil fly up in your head, stab him how many times, and he died. But look at your whole life now. You are in a cell, soon to be charged for murder, or maybe manslaughter. I don't know the circumstances, but nevertheless. And I'll tell you something, that boy Narayan, in fact, I want to make no bacchanalia, but if my memory serves me right, his girlfriend just received her, in fact, she just graduated as a pharmacist. That is baby daughter. And I think her father is Bryden, from London. Am I right? From Londonville. That is Rion's niece. That was her boyfriend. Until I know people, But it's sad, it's just sad. I can imagine what the little girl thinking with her little boyfriend there. It's terrible. It's terrible over what speaker box. Stupidness. People want to play the ranking. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
In 2012, P&V Marketing pioneered an industry revolution and introduced hybrid vehicles. P&V Marketing are the leaders of the importation and sales of hybrid vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago. We have the latest models in Toyota, Nissan, and Honda SUVs and cars. Brand new and roll-on, roll-off. Our certified hybrid technicians service every vehicle we sell. Don't get left behind. Visit P&V Marketing Company Limited or call 672-2083.
The biggest crossover band in the country is coming to the best house party in the East. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago. Raymond Ramnarine, Delina Dan is coming to the classiest event of all time, Mona Lisa, July 31st at the Cat Lair Retreat Center of Excellence, sponsored by Racetrack Wheels.
Come celebrate Christmas in July with us. Yes, Coast Cutter Supermarket is celebrating Christmas in July with the same big specials. Imagine you can now get specials on Johnny Walker, vodka, white oak, boneless ham, and much more. So hurry on down to Coast Cutters, 2 locations, Cora Junction, El Dorado, and George Street, Sandy Grande for Christmas prices in July.
Matthew Industries Limited, leader in wrought iron designs, garage doors, steel doors, warehouse racking, and even beautiful unique chandeliers, and a lot more supplies at affordable prices. So check us out today at number 114 Balmain Road, Couva, or call 679-3271 for more info.
Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires, the #1 tire for comfort and performance. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game at Racetrack Wheels. 2 massive locations, 330 Eastern Main Road, Arouca, and 82 Bucco Road in Tobago. Or call 642-1539 or 631-1044.
Get the best roti and homestyle curry in Chaguanas right here at the Curry Leaf. We serve breakfast and lunch daily, and we also cater. Visit us at 56 RAMCHARAN'S Street, Chaguanas, directly opposite Price Club Supermarket. Delivery also available. Call us at 234-0534 to place your order today.
It's your journey, our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
Navasco Investments Limited, opening up new opportunities and exciting solutions by smart innovations building materials. We specialize in prefab houses, composite fence panel, artificial grass, decking boards, lightweight concrete, composite wall claddings, stonework, PVC coated wire fence, and many more affordable and innovative building solutions that are eco-friendly. Visit Navasco Investments Limited today at Calcutta Settlement Road, number 2 Freeport. Navasco Investments Limited, opening up new opportunities and exciting solutions.
For all your air conditioning needs, check out Neil Cool today. We carry brands like Lennox, Daikin, Comfy, Amana, and Delta air conditioners. Lennox 2500, Comfy 2250 installed. Daikin is back in stock, 12,000 BTUs for 2800. So call us today, 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services, quality brands, professional services.
The Wiz Computers Limited, provider of OLEX home and business security systems in Trinidad and Tobago. 4-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 4 1080p cameras. 8-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 8 1080p cameras. 16-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 16 1080p cameras. 4-channel DVR, 1 terabyte, 2 1080p cameras. 8-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 4 1080p cameras. 16-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 8 1080p cameras. Installation services available. Upgrade to 2-year warranty also available. Wiz Computers Limited, bringing affordability to technology. Visit our website or Facebook page for more details.
JACKSINGH Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust JACKSINGH Limited, 665-3336.
Are you tired of not being able to sleep at night from fear of someone jumping your wall? Well, fear no more. We at Ultratech Security have the solution. Electric security fencing, your first line of defense. Cheaper than razor wire and 100% more effective. It's the future trend in home security. So call us today for a free quotation at 708-2704 or 374-8726.
Final. It's the final extension of Fab India Expo. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st. Everything selling at the most reasonable prices. Massive sale now on. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 or more on links or credit card for a chance to spin to win up to $500 instantly. Don't miss out on this opportunity to visit the best of the best. Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. No expo until Diwali. Final extension. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Sunday. An off-duty cop in shootout with would-be bandit who came to his house, which was the wrong house. Apparently the guy, a would-be bandit, came to the wrong house, and this guy is an off-duty police officer. An off-duty police task force officer sprang into action around 12:30 a.m. on Sunday and was engaged in a shootout with 3 bandits who attempted to relieve him of his vehicle while outside his Poker Road, Londonville home in Chaguanas. As the men approached the officer, realized they were armed with guns, and he drew his licensed pistol, and shootout ensued as the robbers got more than they actually bargained for. Instead of fleeing with the officer's vehicle, they had to flee from a barrage of bullets. He fired at them, with one of the would-be bandits being hit about the body. His accomplices assisted him to their waiting vehicle, and they fled the scene. So there's the Poker Road here. Apparently this is the area where it happened. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. So again, if you have any information, in fact, one of the bandits was shot. So this was a shooting that took place with an off-duty police officer in Poker Road. Also double murder rocks first trace in Tunapuna as 3 men shot during a hail of gunfire on Friday night. Well, Friday coming into Saturday. 20-year-old Kishwan Kamona, a.k.a. Tombe, and 29-year-old Victor Walker, both of Upper Face Trace off Mango Road in Tunapuna, have been shot and killed in the area. Another man, identified as 34-year-old Damian Phillip, also wounded after he was shot in both legs during a shooting incident in the area on Saturday night. Kamona died on their house, and Walker died in some bushes behind the house as several persons fled the area as gunshots rang out just after 9 p.m. in the usually quiet community. Officers from Tunapuna CID, which included Sergeant Dinoon and Corporal Ramdeen, who were at the station, heard the volley of gunfire and immediately went in the area along with task force officers, where they later found the 3 victims with gunshot injuries about their bodies. Philip was taken to the Eric Williams Medical Science Complex in Mount Hope, where he was treated and listed in a serious condition. A team of officers from Tunapuna Police Station, led by ASP Hospitales, Sergeant Dinoon, Corporal Ramdeen, along with homicide officers, which include Inspector Andrew Lawrence, Inspector Mirage, Corporal Mohammed, and Constable Thomas and Ramdial, visited the scene. The murder of Kamona and Walker bring the double murder toll to 15 for 2018 thus far. So ladies and gentlemen, the double murder toll has reached 15. 15 people have been 15 double murder for 2018. Open up the lines. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Hi, good evening.
It is sad to see the state of our country. Had it not been for you, I would not have known the magnitude of crime in this country. Thank you for the good job you are doing.
But you're supporting the show and thing? You just send your little money and thing?
However, I'm not finished. We need the libraries more than we need the courts.
Okay. All right.
I will repeat. We need the libraries more than we need the court.
Yeah, I understand. But just no, I don't have a problem with no librarian. I was just saying that with respect to Shagwana's magistrate court, look at the condition of the magistrate court, but look at the library. What's that? Okay. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Again, double murder. Double murder. These are the people who...
Hello.
Hi caller, good evening.
Ian, yes, good evening. Gajada for Commissioner of Police.
Gajada? All right. Anybody can be Commissioner of Police. Well, clearly not anybody. So come back to me. So that is the 15th double murder, the 15th double murder for 2018. Just imagine that. And someone just called and said, Gajada, well, it have Dulalchan, it have plenty people, it have Williams, it have more people. If I was going up, are dead in the war. But don't worry. I'd rather be in a khaki suit and an office to be solving it, you know. It's just I had the resources. You get mashed up and you get mashed up bad because, I mean, I saw, well, they seem to like, I don't know, police, the Police Service Commission. Am I right? Am I right? I think they have neglected, but it all goes back to what, at the end of the day, let me tell you, them can reject what they want. It all goes back to what Rowley say. What the Prime Minister, he has the majority and what he says in Parliament and what who he think that will be the better candidate. So, by now they wasn't going to get the election because, I don't know. Because Gary Griffith, when he was Minister of National Security, I had worked closely with him. During SOE, if you should ask Gary Griffith now, Ask him who brought in the most set of guns off the street during the history, and he would tell a crime watch. He would tell a crime watch because the other day we had lunch. That was a good few years. I was looking at the video there, well, bubble ups and all kind of thing. But you know, I slim and trim. But I had lunch with him at Trotters. I remember that, having lunch with him at Trotters. And I said, Gary, let me ask you something. We decided to do a short interview. So I do not need any introduction with respect to Gary Griffith. Listen to it.
Minister of National Security, Mr. Griffith, thanks for a good lunch. How have you been today?
Not too bad at all. Good to see you again, sir. Again, when I was the National Security Advisor, I saw the value of crime watch. It played a very big part towards many citizens trying to have some type of justice that assisted in crime reduction. And there was a good working relationship with yourself in Crime Watch and the police service at the time. Well, the Attorney General was very, he spoke highly of Crime Watch at the time. He actually spoke of
Mr. Ramlogan.
Mr. Ramlogan at the time. He continued to speak of how Crime Watch has proven to be very effective. It has proven to be an asset to assist the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in crime detection, and also for many citizens who actually felt some degree of injustice and they were looking for an avenue for them to have their rights adhered to. I don't know what I actually showed them it would have been online with what you've seen with Crime Watch. Crime Watch, as I said, it has been instrumental. It has been an asset to what.
Minister of National Security, Mr. Griffith, thanks for a good lunch. How have you been today?
Not too bad at all. Good to see you again, sir. Again, when I was the National Security Advisor, I saw the value of Crime Watch. It played a very big part towards many citizens trying to have some type of justice that assisted in crime reduction. And there was a good working relationship with yourself in Crime Watch and the police service at the time. Well, the Attorney General was very, he spoke highly of Crime Watch at the time. He actually spoke of
Mr. Ramlogan.
Mr. Ramlogan at the time. He continued to speak of how Crime Watch has proven to be very effective. It has proven to be an asset to assist the Trinidad and Tobago Police.
Ladies and gentlemen, just as someone said, I mean, if they consider Gary Griffith, I don't need an introduction. Gary Griffith know my track record, and they heard him. He said he know that as the Minister of National Security, he knows that fully well. He said even the then former Attorney General, I.A.N. Ramlogan Senior Counsel, knows that fully well too, because a lot of times he made mention that we should lobby with Crime Watch. So I'm just letting you know, I'm not a Johnny come lately. I'm not a Johnny come lately. We're going to take a fast break when we come back. When we come back, residents breathe a sigh of relief after a man they describe as a pest in the community was gunned down on Friday.
Screwtech Limited, STL, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. We are located at number 792 Papuri Road, Lower Barrackpore. We have also created our own branded STL products with over 10,000 individual items of varying grades and sizes, so you can ask for it by name at all leading hardwares across Trinidad and Tobago. You can contact us at 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtech Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
Final. It's the final extension of Fab India Expo. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st. Everything selling at the most reasonable prices. Massive sale now on. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 or more on links or credit card for a chance to spin to win up to $500 instantly. Don't miss out on this opportunity to visit the best of the best. Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. No expo until Diwali. Final extension. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, Indigenous Fantasy, for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics, and lots more. For more information, call telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
The grand opening of Homeland Marketing Company Limited, beautiful wrought iron products for gates, fences, burglar-proof, and lots more. Come and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs, paints, tools, and welding products. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas.
Call 235-GATE or 235-IRON.
Stefan Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, First World Drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilden water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec, gourmet foods and snacks. A selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Chaguanas and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
Score big with great savings from Extra Foods. Rosemont chicken Vienna sausages 3 for $11.95. Happy pasta cuts assorted $3.95. Happy oil 3 liter $39.95. Kellogg's Fruit Loops $14.95. Famous Amos chocolate chip cookies pack $4.95. Kellogg's Fun Pack $29.95. Kirkland's popcorn $3.95. Pringles small can $5.95. Nature Valley granola bars, oats and honey $3.95. And Trinidad juices assorted 19 ounce $9.95. Only at Extra Foods, Endeavour, Grand Bazaar, Arima, and Chaguanas Main Road. Always something extra for you.
I want to say to my advertisers who make it possible. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, keep this show up. We're going to get the Obi fan. And let me just say, every time you watch Crime Watch, make sure and send your support. Send your support. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, go to any First Citizen Bank. Also, those of you who have could pay through PayPal, the PayPal account. Make sure it's on the screen right now. PayPal 1ian.allen@gmail.com. We are not going to stop. I'm really going to take it at another level here because we're going to hire more people. I need to get more researchers. I need to do more. I just need to do more. I need to jump out. And I'm not going to be restricted, not only depending on the ads. People who view Crime Watch, people who look at Crime Watch every day and say I love it, make sure, go to any First Citizen Bank and say, hey, what, I am going to pledge every month, if it's 100, if it's 200, if it's $1 million, whatever. But we're going to take it to our next level because anytime we stop talking, well, that is it. Anytime, and I tell this, anytime. Why is it the button in the crease? Because they know we are wrong. I want to say a special hello to Rainbow Tuna Sardine Mackerel. Appetizing, good source of protein and omega-3, great taste, guaranteed for less. Look for Rainbow in supermarkets nationwide and follow them on Facebook at Rainbow Food STT. Rainbow Food STT, right? Rainbow Food TT. So Rainbow Food, I want to say a special good evening to you. I want to start drinking. You see, and you know, I heard their stuff is halal, also Ultra Tech. Here, you all need to get in contact with Ultra Tech. These are the people responsible for the electric fencing. And I'm sure some of you maybe had this idea in your little mind that, oh good, that only big shot people could do that, only the big guns and them could have electric fence. Anybody could afford it right now. Once you go to Ultra Tech Security, make sure cheaper than razor wire, 100% more effective. Ladies and gentlemen, that's electric fence, security fencing. These are the numbers on your screen, 708-2704 and 374-8726. So anybody could get an electric fence. And also, ladies and gentlemen, when you're hungry, well, eat curry leaf. Get the best roti and homicide curry. Did I say curry? Not curry, curry. Where you could sani and your bure. I'll show you someone. You know, long time, right? When you go, long time my grandmother said, I ain't starting my grandmother talking, but I just remember that. Long time I go to my grandmother's wedding, right? No, and you make sure, when they go in the wedding, they make sure they go and buy the little bowl and thing. No, that's a big thing, yeah? Long time, it's not, we have to put money in bank and thing. I just say, I find out all our ways, and we have to put money for you and all kind of back and all thing. You ain't married, and I think I paid for my food, but I just don't do it. But nevertheless, you know, long time. When you go in the wedding and thing, right, and you go and eat curry and all kind of thing, and, you know, when I see my grandmother go and she make sure she gets she dress length, man, and she buy it and she sew up, she thing, you know, they're making the belt with the same cloth in a mini. The belt and the same cloth. And a little sequence thing, and when she sit down to eat, she eating like that. She put she on the table and eating so. So I have the same habit. If I go anywhere to eat like wedding and thing, I say, why not eating with your left hand? I say, well, I guess I don't eat like that, like, you know, like I have one and so on. I can control it like you won't believe it, you know. Invite me and you'll see. All right, so curry leaf, get the best roti and homicide curry in Chaguanas. The best in Chaguanas, curry leaf, located at 56 RAMCHARAN'S Street, Chaguanas, directly opposite the supermarket. Ladies and gentlemen, residents breathe a sigh of relief after a man they described as a pest in their community was gunned down on Friday. 25-year-old Justin Mobley, a.k.a. Akbar, from Lopino Road, Arouca, was shot several times about the body at Victoria Street, just off Eastern Main Road in Arouca, just after 4 p.m. on Friday, after he was taken to the Arouca District Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Justin was recently released from prison custody in relation to a robbery offense. He was also detained by Arouca police on Wednesday and released hours later. Justin had many enemies in the area, and he was accused of being an informant for the police and bringing persons to do robberies. Now, that's what they say. Eh? I know your family and them will get real pissy about that, but that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying all day. So, hi, caller, good evening. Don't beat up. Hi, caller, good evening.
Good afternoon, Mr. Allen.
Hey, Prem, what going on? How do you roll up machine?
Right. Everything all right.
You good?
Yeah, man. Everything pass all right, man.
Yeah, well, I'm glad for you, but you be strong and thing, yeah?
Okay, brother. Good. Thanks very much, Allen.
Well, what about if I put up your pity hands, put lonely man, seeks for a companion? There are plenty girls like you on TV, you know?
All right.
What is that?
Yeah. And I said, oh, sorry, that's very small thing, man.
What you say?
All right, everything all right.
Everything nice? Your wife now die and saying everything nice? Pray like you are excuse or what? He said they were separated anyhow, I don't know. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, 2 shot in Vegas, Mova, Las Cuevas Beach Stable at Hospital. 2 men have been shot and wounded in separate incidents in the Northeastern Division on Sunday afternoon. One at Vegas at Upper 7th Avenue, Malik Barataria, and the other at Las Cuevas Beach along North Coast Road. Both were warded in stable condition at Paul Spring Hospital. You won't hear that all about, you know. Let me tell you something. You will never hear what you're hearing here today. What you are hearing here today, ladies and gentlemen, you will never hear it anywhere else. Never. I give you news before the news. News before the news. But I tell you what you mean. There's only one time you can see a star, you know. It's when it's dark. Ooh, I love it. 2 shot in Vegas. Also, ladies and gentlemen, relative of a mentally unstable man shot by police in St. Anne's accused the officers of using excessive force. And I'll tell you something, you know. I could remember in St. Madeleine. I could remember in Diego Martin, where the police took up a wood and started to beat a man. In St. Madeleine, the house I visited, where I spoke to the woman and where the police went in, broke open the door. The guy was locked up. The mentally challenged guy had locked himself in a room. They broke down the door, shoot the boy, mash up the lock. Nothing came out of that. In another incident in St. Madeleine, in the same south, Daniel Paul, everybody know him as a kind of, you know, not too, he had to write in the head, I'll just say. And then that Paul Marchand also. But nevertheless, and the police shot him, you know. They shot him. And up to this, then I really hope there are too much extrajudicial shootings in Trinidad and Tobago. And and that's why I hope the new commissioner could really, and PSB could do more when coming to that, yeah? There are a lot of not everybody police shooters are bandits, you know. And not because you have a uniform and have a gun issued by the state to protect the citizens. You could just stick up and shoot people and think that is it, you know. No, because those 2 cases, I thought that, you know, something not right with that, something not right. But during the course of the program, I'll spin back to it. Relative of 30-year-old Kevin Lewis, who was shot and killed by officers of the Portsmouth Division while at a sentence home on Saturday minutes after he had a mental breakdown, accused the officer involved of using excessive force, adding that the officers fired approximately 15 shots at Lewis outside his home on Saturday morning. Did Lewis have a gun or was he armed or anything? I don't know. Lewis' relatives said that they called the police to take Lewis to the nearby St. Anne's mental institution, located at a stone throw away from their home, after he began demolishing a concrete pillar on the upper floor where his home is located. The destruction of the pillar threatened to fall into the home of Lewis' relative on the lower floor and could have caused injury to those inside. When the officers arrived, Lewis' relatives said they immediately opened fire on him, hitting him about the body. Though they admitted he had a cutlass in his possession at the time, they believe the 15 shots fired at Lewis was overkill. Lewis died at the scene of the incident. 15 shots a mentally unstable man got. Watch it, 15 shots. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
If you need assistance, dial.
Next caller. Hi, good evening. I'm mentally unstable man. I could take you back to when the guy, open up the lines. This is the guy here, 15 shots. Do you know for 2018, there have been 19 police killing, and this is the second mentally challenged person to be killed for 2018. So far, there have been 19 police killing for this year. 19 extrajudicial shooting in Trinidad and Tobago for 2018. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening.
Alan, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's going on? Madness, how long in it? Is blood on the floor? That's 1. 2, Alan, we suffering in the Opuku garden.
No water.
Something now. No water.
Yeah, people texting me. Well, I know the desalination plant is down. But what the government should have done, it's back up. But what the government should have done, seeing that the plan was up for the service and water, and like they don't think that they don't have a brain. They remind me of shrimp. They don't have brain. You know what they have in their head? What you should have done was make sure and get water trucks and whatnot to see about the Africa. You can't just say lock off no water and say, well, the hell was the people for 4 days. No, make an arrangement, put tanks and whatnot in certain communities and make sure that everybody have a little tank to sort of the affected community. They say, well, this part of Chaguanas, part of this, part here. Get in contact with the water people so they can carry water trucks and whatnot and maybe give the people a tank of water every 3 days or something like that. You just can't lock off water and the hell was with everybody because I saw the diplomatic center has a big tanks and they're never out of water. I saw Dr. Rowley at his home has all his tank full with water. People, they already put citizens first, They put themselves and ministers make decisions and you see, they will do things but it doesn't affect them. It does not affect them. They don't think about other people. They don't put people first. They put their ambition and their business first and the citizens after. So far for 2018, there have been 19 police shootings, and this is the second mentally challenged. In fact, I remember in St. Martin, we have that clip. What was that guy name? Colin Rupture. I remember talking to his mother. Remember this little young boy here? I spoke to his mother. He was shot when? April the 4th. And I spoke to his mother. Look, his mother here.
By this door. This is my bedroom here. I came through here and I came down. Could you show me where this incident took place? I just want to understand. I want to understand.
And this is where I went up to the house.
Look at this. They could have waited on the doctor. I'm just showing you.
Mr. Allen, we have my neighbors. I have 2 doctor neighbors. This one here and that one there.
So hold on.
So I told them that we have doctors.
Watch. So the man running. The man not running. He can't jump up because the house is burglar proof. Because I would have come here already and watch. Look at that burglar proof here. That's showing here. So I already presume that we're going on the next window have burglar proof. So he can't jump out. Watch. Burglar proof. He there. Already he alone in there. So he didn't attack me because they could say they attacking. But if he did attack them, how come they break down the door? Watch. How come? And where did they shoot him, Mama?
Right. Okay. Well, they only allowed us back inside of here after 9.
The young man that was shot, that was mental. He had a little nervous breakdown, but a real intelligent boy. Look at his photo there. And you can see where the mother, they are not kind of bacchanal people, as they say, as we say in Trinidad, they look stush thing now, They look like no wele people, Well, my son died across here, and when he walked there, so he realized what was going on. So, and nothing came out of that, and nothing came out of that because, look, pardon me? And nothing came out of that, and same in the south area, in south they're covering it up. Because look at this one in sentence over the weekend. What about Daniel Paul when he walking? Watch. I'll show you a part where he walking. I was on that scene too. You remember this? Watch. Watch him here, watch him. Hold on. Hey, boy, socks, boy. Socks. I don't know, boy. Right, watch. Hold on, stop. Watch, he walking, a mentally unstable boy. Watch. Look, he walking. No weapon in the hand here. Go back a little bit. Nothing. Look, the police here, he take up a stone and he pelt it. Watch. Look how much shots they give him. Watch. Watch here, watch. Watch. He mentally, everybody know he unstable. Watch. Watch. He had no gun. He had a stone. It's a stone. Nobody injured here. Nobody. Watch the shots he get. Watch. Butto. Watch. Just imagine that. And nobody, everybody cover it up. Everybody. I was asked by a senior police officer, don't show that. But I do business because, I mean, he's not my relative, but again, his family need justice. And that is what I am here for, to make sure that they get justice. Look at the woman in St. Madeleine. You go in the man house. Where's PSB? Where's PSB? You understand? Where's police complaint? Where? Today I ask the question, where? How this family can't get justice? How that girl in St. Madeleine can't get justice for that shooting? I heard when it had senior officers in St. Madeleine in South started investigating it, they closed it off one time. I get a message in Shogunas, hey, I'm a boy and them, don't put that boy. Look, I don't care about that boy. Let's take a break. I'm just showing you.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. So be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels. 2 massive locations, 330 Eastern Main Road, Arouca, and 82 Bucco Road in Tobago. Or call 642-1539 or 631-1044. Be weather smart.
Final. It's the final extension of Club India Expo. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st. Everything selling at the most reasonable prices. Massive sale now on. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 or more on links or credit card for a chance to spin to win up to $500 instantly. Don't miss out on this opportunity to visit the best of the best. Club India Expo at the white tent opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas. No expo until Diwali. Final extension. Definitely closing on Emancipation Day, Wednesday, August 1st.
The biggest crossover band in the country is coming to the best house party in the East. Mona Lisa. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago. Raymond Ramnarine, Delina Dan is coming to the classiest event of all time, Mona Lisa, July 31st at the Cat Lair Retreat Center of Excellence, sponsored by Racetrack Wheels.
Navasco Investments Limited, opening up new opportunities and exciting solutions by Smart Innovations Building Materials. We specialize in prefab houses, composite fence panel, artificial grass, decking boards, lightweight concrete, composite wall claddings, stonework, PVC coated wire fence, and many more affordable and innovative building solutions that are eco-friendly. Visit Navasco Investments Limited today at Calcutta Settlement Road, number 234. Navasco Investments Limited, opening up new opportunities and exciting solutions.
Come celebrate Christmas in July with us. Yes, Coast Cutter Supermarket is celebrating Christmas in July with the same big specials. Imagine you can now get specials on Johnny Walker, vodka, white oak, boneless ham, and much more. So hurry on down to Coast Cutters, 2 locations, Cora Junction, El Dorado, and George Street, Sandy Grande for Christmas prices in July.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
Come on into RMA Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have decking sheets, under ceiling, new wave galvanized 26 gauge painted, I-beam, Z and C purlin, gypsum board, French style steel windows, red and concrete blocks, pick up at factory, TCL cement, corrugated steel, garbage bins, and much more at competitive prices and VAT inclusive. So check us out today.
It's It's your journey, our passion at Brantec. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
News before the news, man. Hey, I didn't tell you I mashed them up in Grandy. I didn't tell you that. Yeah, I mashed them up in Grandy. I mashed them up. I want to say a special hello to Inspector Baran and his team, the municipal police, who went and let me tell you something. Don't waste my. I don't run long people, you know. And I didn't want Fisher to feel like running. She down there. I just went down there because I'm sure you were aware that they had this thing with this person who was buried in April, and they exhumed the body and they thought the jewels was taken, and because it was a gold-plated box and what. I can go back to that, get that story back from. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, the program has been extended for 1 hour and a half. So I'm covering everything today for you. Everything I'm giving you. I'm giving it wet. Now when I tell you wet, I tell you wet. Ladies and gentlemen, cop rob. God, stay up there. Don't come down here. Take what I tell you. God, relax yourself. Take what I tell you. Cop robbed while walking in Bonner, Arouca on Saturday night. A police officer was robbed by two men, one armed with a gun and the other with a cutlass, as he was walking towards the Priority bus route near the Bonner Mall around 11 p.m. on Saturday night. A white Nissan Tida motor car pulled up alongside the officer, and two men emerged and demanded that he hand over all his valuables before the men escaped. The officer was robbed of cash, jewelry, and his cell phone. So sad. So sad. Police officers are normal people. Let me tell you that, yeah? They are not superheroes. They are normal people like us. They send their children to school. Not every police officer take a bribe. And not every police officer does horn. What's that? Ask WPC Charlene. Not every police officer does horn. Take a call. 3 alleged bandits, innocent taxi driver hospitalized following alleged shooting with police in Fyzabad on Friday night. Well, this really rocked the nation. It was so, on Friday it was hot. When I tell you hot in Fyzabad. 3 men who attempted to rob another man of his car were shot in an exchange of gunfire with police in Fyzabad. Before we go to the video, I'm just showing you an image of the car, and remain water under police guarded Sam. One of them listed in critical condition, and another paid taxi driver who stopped to drop off a passenger along Arouca Road, Avocat Village in Fyzabad was also shot and wounded during the incident. Police responded to the robbery at John Jules Street, Fyzabad, and when they arrived, the men attempted to escape in a dark grey Nissan Latino motor car. Why am I saying Latino? Am I thinking about Spanish? Latino, sorry. Watch the video, watch it. Audio.
Don't talk, let's record him.
Come out. This is the area, right in the vicinity of Ramatali Park. These are the photos of the victims here. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. This took place on Friday. But here, an innocent man gets shot. I hear not talk, an innocent man gets shot with a stray bullet. And they're trying to set up the man. I hear not let talk. I hear not talk. I hear innocent man gets shot with a stray bullet. I hear not talking. I hear not talk from down south. An innocent man gets. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Come out of the car. What the boys man say? Come out of the car. Sucks. Let me hear it again.
The police kill you.
Yeah, the police shoot up that car there. Don't talk. Let's record him.
That woman remind me of Pink Socks. When you taping, he like to talk. He like to talk. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi. Who was the senior police officer that two sons get hold up for drugs?
Hold on now. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Deputy Police Commissioner, two sons in court for allegedly being in possession. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Before we go there, I don't know the circumstances, and that does not reflect their father's position. Okay? They say, well, the father must be selling drugs too and all kind of bacchanal. I don't know the circumstances. All we know, hey, you know, this place so corrupt, yeah? This place so corrupt. I don't want to say anything. But that people could send them, what kind of bacchanal thing, you know? You know, people don't understand crime. The way I understand crime out here, you know. Take what I tell you. But the father is a very distinguished policeman. Everybody know him. Harold Phillip. Everybody know Harold Phillip. I mean, I don't, he might like me, but you know hard feelings. Me and Harold Phillip are no friend, but nevertheless, just to let you all know, Deputy Police Commissioner, two sons in court for allegedly being in possession of marijuana. The two sons, aged 25 and 31 of Deputy Police Commissioner Harold Phillip, appeared before a Tunapuna magistrate court earlier today on charges allegedly being in possession of approximately 1.5 kilograms of marijuana, which were allegedly found at their Mount Hope home by police during a search on Friday. Very interesting. And that's an interesting story, you know. That is an interesting story, you know. That is a very interesting story, you know. That is an interesting story, you know. That is an interesting story, boy. I can laugh. I can laugh. You know why I can laugh? Sucks, you know why I can laugh? Like the AMAC next man for commissioner, boy. Anybody, don't come at me. I don't want to be the commissioner because next day come and search up my house. Start relaxing. Dulalchan, cool yourself. Harold, cool yourself. Relax on yourself. But everybody don't know the dance, boy. I know the dance. I know the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue. Two Sandy Grande friends killed in early morning accident in Valencia. Hey, you see that Valencia stretch? Many years ago. Many years ago. Many years ago, I can remember coming from a beach line with some friends. Boy, the girl flew out of the car. Not my car, you know, another car. And I took her to the hospital. That same Valencia stretch. That one normally tells socks when we on that Valencia stretch. Drive 10 miles per hour, you know. The government, they should put some more lights and put some things in the road and something. But that Valencia stretch, that speed, everybody be coming down with on that stretch, boy. That's a cool, or put some partition in the road or some kind of thing that you can't overtake. Yeah, that'll come up with something. That Valencia stretch is a deadly stretch. Put some speed guns, yeah, you need to put some speed guns here, but that Valencia stretch, they need to do something, boy. That real sad, Shaquille Patricks and Romel Goodrich, both of 20 years of Damery Hill in Sandy Grande, lost their lives in vehicular accident along the deadly Valencia stretch when the vehicle which Goodrich was driving swerved into the part of a pickup driven by 32-year-old Israel Khan of Princeton. Not the attorney, yeah? Deadly head-on collision. Around 6:35, Goodrich, the recently appointed fire officer, was driving his green Nissan Almera as the duo were heading home from a Lime east along the Valencia stretch when Goodrich swerved and crashed head-on into Khan's Ford Ranger. Fire officers had to cut the vehicle for the main body to be removed from the wreckage when they died upon impact. Audio. Well, let them be real careful, boy. That's sad, boy.
I saw it and I was behind here, you know. And you see what happened? Yeah, he's just swing across, boom. Yo, you want to come in the car? You understand? Alright. I don't know what happened, but alright.
I'm an LATCHMAN the other day, find a so-and-so traffic light. But wrong way, I stop for everybody to come out now, but do my idea.
Well, we gotta take our time on the road.
Good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Remember, you have more to show you. More to show you. I call it good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Next caller. Hi, caller, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Take the audio down in your set. Again, the road carnage continues. You need to be careful when you go on the black carpet, you know. Just imagine that, the two friends, look at the photos of them. Two friends. And so they look like real bodies, yeah? Way boy. That's real sad, boy. That's sad. Look how the relatives not reach. This is what when my cameraman reached down here. So we did have a camera guy on the scene showing other relatives coming in and whatnot. Hi, caller, good evening. That's real sad. They need to put something, maybe a partition in the road, the concrete slab coming down. You have to protect lives, boys. Something, boy, people overtaking. Hi, caller.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
First of all, hats off to you. Your style of journalism is next to none in this country. And we want to just say thank you for the job that you're doing, because if you weren't doing what you are doing, we would have no idea about what is really going on in this country.
Thank you.
So thank you so very much.
Thanks again. Thanks again. And thanks to my not so wonderful staff. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So sad, huh? Look at them together. Watch. A real sad, boy. I heard there was a murder in Tobago. Yeah? Crime Watch, go ahead. La Romaine man killed in hit-and-run accident in Pleasantville on Sunday. 39-year-old Javid Hassan Ali of Alaha Street in La Romaine, San Fernando, died instantly after he was killed in a hit-and-run accident along South Trunk Road near the Pleasantville traffic lights around 3:55 a.m. on Sunday, July 22nd, moments after he emerged from his black Toyota Hilux pickup after he drifted onto the media of the roadway. So imagine he drifted. When he come out, he get knocked down. That's what I heard. That's real sad. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
These people need to take the time on the road, Mr. Allen. They don't know how to drive in out there.
And people like to put children between two seats, mommy and daddy.
It's
Daddy
so sad
driving,
to see
mommy
these kind of
talking,
things.
and the children head between the two seats. They like to do that and put children in front. See, come, mama, sit down with mommy in front. Police should start to give them tickets now. It is a charge. Stop doing that. You know, we shouldn't have that habit. You don't see it in America, you know. You don't see them thing in America, you know. When Trinidad come, mama, come and sit down with mommy in front. Daddy driving, mommy driving. Child have ice cream. Licking ice cream. Bam, accident. God forbid something happen. It could have been avoided. Strap the child in the back, sit on your tail in the back. Eat the ice cream and throw down in the car, you know, things. There's some people, oh, they're funny with the car. Some fathers, they go beat the children if they eat ice cream in the car. Oh, God, it's just a car. What the jail is a car. Child messed up in the car. It's your car. Eat up ice cream. Eat cake. Eat where you want. Strap down. Eat where you want. Do not put children in front seat and stop having the car seat in front. I can't understand. Why do you put a car seat in the front passenger seat? Why you do that? But you need Trinidad, but police need to really, you know, I see all them making money with speed trap. All go down Valencia and see what's going on, because that's real sad. Two young fellas just bam, life gone. Instead of putting three in front of the Nagar, go down one and put one in Valencia. Look at the hit and run. A white Nissan 80 wagon that's 39-year-old Javid Hassan Ali, white station wagon vehicle that struck Hassan Ali, failed to stop. If you have any information, anybody have information about a white 80 wagon, failed to stop passing motorists, notify the police about the accident, and the area was cordoned off and traffic diverted after Hassan Ali was found dead in the middle of the road when they visited Hassan Ali home yesterday with his relatives were not there as they were preparing for his funeral, which was expected to take place yesterday afternoon at his home under Muslim rights after a postmortem was conducted in mortuary at the San Fernando General Hospital. I'll just give you a shot of his house where he lives. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Alan, good evening. I'm calling from Miami. How are you?
Hi, Miami. What's happening?
Just to let you know, great job in doing, showing the world what's going on in Trinidad, but every time you look at it, it's kind of gets scary to travel home.
Yeah.
But just wanted to give you a heads up on.
Thanks again, and make sure you support Crime Watcher.
Thanks again.
Yeah, make sure you support crime. But this is where the young man lives. It's real sad. Real sad. Real sad. Also, a Rima man dies following a car accident. His relative believe he was a victim of a hit-and-run accident on Friday around 6:30 a.m. Somebody, a young fella, Javid or somebody, a guy called Javid, I don't know if that's his name, died coming back from tribe party. All you know about that? In an accident. Somebody was telling me about it, you know. I don't know if that is true, but somebody comes, I don't know if I have his name, but a young boy coming back from tribe party on Saturday. Look, somebody's saying something there. Let me hear what they have to say. Go back to that.
Hello. Comment. Well, that's what they said. Apparently he ran off the road, but when you're watching the picture at the vehicle, you're seeing, because look at have a sign there. Watch the sign, how the sign thing, and this is the other side of where you're driving to go in, and his volunteer he going to a repo. It's a repo he going to.
Okay, and they say if you run off the road, it's supposed to hit first.
Right.
Off the road.
How
come you head up on the side?
How you head? Yeah, on the passenger side mash up, and nothing with the driver side. Right? And they leave him and they go on, and he was lying down here. Because when aliens come and the wrecker come, he was lying down and the bush there, look the towel full of blood. Watch it. Look his cigarette and everything. Right? When you go in the station, you see in the driver's side, the windscreen and mash up on the driver's side, but on the passenger side, it mash up. Right? And he have no money in his wallet. We was told by one of the police officers, I ain't calling no name, but he was that the wrecker, the people who wrecked him, pull him out of the car.
Huh. Around 6 p.m., 60 Cyrus Ashton, a.k.a. Gasso, a market vendor of the heights of Arouca, a father of two, lost his life in an accident. The accident right here that occurred on Maturita Road, Eastern Main Road, and Arima. Ashton's sister-in-law, Julian Ashton, believed the accident was hit and run, said his money was stolen from him as he lay dead on the grass. Wait, but hey, don't get tied up on her. Let me tell you something. Now, don't get me wrong, I want to show you. You saw the part when the man went in the car where the two fellas died there? If you go back to it. Now, I ain't saying, don't get me wrong, partner. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying you are just showing people what could happen. Do you know how many times I have seen people paying their help in you and pulling out your watch? I remember a guy died and he had a fat goat chain. By the time I take my phone, I call in police. When I gone back, the goat chain said, take me if you find me. The goat chain gone, you know? So sometimes people come in to see what's going on. While they're taking things, they're going in the man's pocket, taking wallet. No for now. Take a little time money. Take things. They're doing it. People have no respect for the dead. Yeah, they're robbing the living, fathers for the dead. So sometimes you see people rush to help banding. Boy, them making sure the girl a nice watch, pull out your ring, boom, boom, because you already dead, you know. We're going to take a fast break. Remember, the program has been extended for an hour and a half. So at 7:30, we're over. Let's take a fast break.
For all your air conditioning needs, check out Neil Cool today. We carry brands like Lennox, Daikin, Comfy, Amana, and Delta air conditioners. Lennox, 2500. Comfy, 2250 installed. Daikin is back in stock, 12,000 BTUs for 2,800. So call us today, 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional services.
Whether it's a quick meal with Rainbow Foods corned beef and tasty baked beans and tomato sauce, a delicious kidney bean combination, or pasta galore, there's a Rainbow for you. Make magic with our mackerel. Cook up delightful dishes with our pigeon peas, chickpeas, mixed vegetables, and instant coconut milk. Rainbow's milks and sugars are perfect for desserts, cakes, and teas. And you will just love all our corned meats and rice. Rainbow Foods, excellent quality, reasonably priced, at leading supermarkets nationwide.
Matthew Industries Limited, leader in wrought iron designs, garage doors, steel doors, warehouse racking, and even beautiful unique chandeliers, and a lot more supplies at affordable prices. So check us out today at number 114 Balmain Road, Couva, or call 679-3271 for more info.
Get the best roti and homestyle curry in Chaguanas right here at the Curry Leaf. We serve breakfast and lunch daily, and we also cater. Visit us at 56 RAMCHARAN'S Street, Chaguanas, directly opposite Price Club Supermarket. Delivery also available. Call us at 234-0534 to place your order today. The Wiz Computers Limited provide of OLEX home and business security systems in Trinidad and Tobago. 4-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 4 1080p cameras. 8-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 8 1080p cameras. 16-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 16 1080p cameras. 4-channel DVR, 1 terabyte, 2 1080p cameras. 8-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 4 1080p cameras. 16-channel DVR, 1 terabyte and 8 1080p cameras. Installation services available. Upgrade to 2-year warranty also available. Wiz Computers Limited, bringing affordability to technology. Visit our website or Facebook page for more details.
Tower Palm Guest House, newest location at Shivan Drive, Sandy Grande. Enter unnoticed with that special someone. Secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms. Open 24 hours for your convenience. Visit us today or call 299-3268.
Chic Leisure Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Chic Leisure Limited, 665-3336.
Are you tired of not being able to sleep at night from fear of someone jumping your wall? Well, fear no more. We at Ultratech Security have the solution. Electric security fencing, your first line of defense. Cheaper than razor wire and 100% more effective. It's the future trend in home security. So call us today for your free quotation at 708-2704 or 374-8726.
SM Drugs now open at Piaco International Airport, opposite First Citizens Bank. Over-the-counter drugs only, no prescriptions. For more information, call the atrium at 669-0592 or 669-0325.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I want to say a special hello to Matthew Industrial Limited. Matthew Industrial Limited, leader in wrought iron design, garage doors, steel doors, warehouse racking, beautiful unique chandeliers, and lots more. Make sure and visit them at 114 Balmain, Couva. Also, Brandtech. If it's rub and it's roll, it's Brandtech. So make sure go down, you get all your big discounts. You have 15% off selected Bridgestone tires and whatnot. Also, Homeland Marketing, a grand opening of Homeland Marketing Company. Beautiful wrought iron products for gate, fences, burglar proof, lots more. Come and view their last stock of ready-made wrought iron design, paint, tools, and welding products. Visit them at Montrose, 44 Montrose Road, Chaguanas. So you have two people here doing wrought iron. So make sure support them. Yeah, you support, if you're in the Couva area, support Matthew Industrial Limited, wrought iron designs and whatnot. And you have Homeland Marketing. They do the same thing. They sell paint, tools, and welding products. 44 Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas. So make sure. Also, Staten Drugs. You get all your pharmaceutical, all your drugs and your vitamins and whatnot. Make sure they are Dwellings Mall in Chaguanas. Right next to the Diwali Nagar there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Child Protection Unit. You remember when I came with that story, remember I said a child was beaten, allegedly beaten at a daycare center, and everybody was like, how you know that? I got it when and I stood right here. I didn't get the facts as it, but I made mention something about a child being beaten. Ladies and gentlemen, Child Protection Unit probes alleged abuse of toddler at daycare center in Barataria. Melissa Buckmere, mother of 6-month-old Wyatt Selby, has threatened to take legal action against a daycare that neglected to secure the safety of her son. The action stemmed from an incident which took place on Thursday, July the 19th. Buckmere went to collect her baby Wyatt at the daycare around 5 p.m. when she was told that there was an altercation between her child and another at the daycare. Baby Wyatt sustained multiple visible injuries about the face and was treated at the Herculean Medical Science Complex. How old is this child? 6 months? 6 months, watch. 6 months. 6 months, watch. A 6 month flat. Way boy. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Remember I told you that? Nobody don't get locked up in them places. And I know what time people died in different daycares around Trinidad and Tobago. I could remember baby died and whatnot. And nothing come out tight, you know. It have people just opening daycare without a license. Hi, caller. Next caller.
Yeah, Mr. I.A.N. Allen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Shanks here from Extreme Boy. I just called to say doing a good work and I want to big up the boss from Extreme and I basically it.
Yeah, well you don't know why. John Rastafari.
We're going to see every weekend and you know we mashing up the place.
Yeah, well you don't know. Don't go on, don't sell it out now. Relax yourself now, big man. What kind of thing with you, boy? Oh God, cool yourself. Hey, GPS, you need to call me. GPS, I need to know what's going on with your car. You need to call me, girl. You need to get in contact with me. So imagine this, and you see there are a lot of people, you need to check the laws with respect to daycare. Some part of the law was not passed to protect, because you need to get a license to have a daycare. You don't know that, eh? And a lot of people just popping up. I remember the last time I went to a house in South Boy, a place in South, they didn't even have air conditioning, children on the ground. The child was unresponsive when they check. Me, I dropped my child by daycare and I gone by the child I breathing. But I know I.A.N. Allen. Police look my hand, you know. I tell you, police look my hand. It's not I.A.N. Allen and boy, party done, you know. I give them a public holiday in Trinidad. I tell you that. You telling me I dropped child by daycare center and child are breathing? And you living your happy life and my child, nah. Maybe in the next Trinidad. Maybe I telling you, me as a child father, I not taking that, boy. I not taking that. You remember, I given you on Monday 23rd, March 16, baby, Cristiano Aziz was found unresponsive by his mother, Lisa Ramchara'n, when she went to pick him up at a daycare in Barakpa. I remember that we have the video. The 16th, I remember that was the Cristiano Aziz. If the relatives or the mother of Cristiano Aziz, or send me a WhatsApp now on 2904426. I went up in the daycare center. You have a picture of the baby, yeah? Cristiano Aziz. If you see the daycare center, when they reach the child are breathing, young mother and young father, you know. Young mother and young father. I remember the mother, they're living upstairs by a bar. Well, the father-in-law is a kind of a nice fella. He's from Princess Tongue and what. I don't know if they still die, I don't know. But nevertheless, Cristiano Aziz, yeah. Here now, I tell you, if you see the place, if you have no air conditioning and nothing, everybody could open a daycare center. Think. Be careful when you're dropping your child. Before police have to come and lock you up, make sure those people are highly qualified. You know. They are qualified to watch children, you know, because let me tell you, when I say anything happened to your child, by God forbid, you know, because there are people are taking that, you know. Because when mountain come, you're getting on for your money, your wife money, the child, and the this and that. And you tell me them things going on with daycare centers. But the government don't check that out properly. It have a law with respect to daycare centers. And up to now, they can't pass it. You can, under the law, you can open them places like that. But it was never passed. It was considered, but it was never passed. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live. Look at the injuries child sustained at the daycare center.
Last night to you, Mr. Allen.
Hi, go ahead.
Please keep up the good work and exposing exactly what is occurring in this country. We really appreciate it. No
Thank you,
fake
baby
news
girl.
over here. Thank you.
You know, I tell you, watch me. I want to tell you, when I see, watch me. Boy, this place sad, boy. That's sad. You telling me you drop him child by daycare, the footballer man. What about the child in Edinburgh? It has so much daycare center, things happen to children. I can remember one in St. James. The amount I visited, and these people were never arrested, you know. Nothing, you know. You telling me child die in your daycare, you providing a service, and my child die. At the next case, they didn't burp the child properly. The child stifle, choke on the food because you get some stupidity to come and feed the child because you're trying to save money. You pick up some girl from the side of the road to come and help you or help your children. You even qualify or nothing. Boy, all they're looking for public holiday in Trinidad, you know. I tell that on national television because their fathers are taking that, boy. You drop your one and only child. I can never forget how the father and the parents of Cristiano, that little boy from Barakpa, you know, them boy, that girl boy. Cristiano Aziz. Sad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, 4 months after Sandy Grande school teacher, 44-year-old Margaret Guevara. Remember Margaret Guevara? Shot and killed at a Mandalon Road, Sandy Grande home. The bank mortgage has advertised a 4-bedroom house for sale. Well, the house was mortgaged and watered, and apparently because of the circumstances now, remember she died. They had videos and clips of the husband and whatnot. I don't know if you could bring back those things. The injury. Remember she was shot and murdered by her husband. Well, he survived. Remember when all this happened, watch. That was the husband when he blew off his face. I wonder what's going on with him. Watch, you remember all this? He can't remember nothing? Guevara, primary school teacher at Sandy Grande Roman Catholic, was gunned down on Monday, 26 February 2018, allegedly by her husband, 44-year-old Dominic Guevara, who turned the shotgun on himself in a suicide attempt, but it didn't go off. Look, they're selling the house today. Bank take the house, they can't sell it. You can't blame the bank. So you see how people going shooting? You see how people going shooting? Because I think there are 2 or 3 children, grown-ups. And so you see, them children lost their good home. The mother dead now. Father, well, he can't come back. He can't no come back for him. And that is it. Way boy. Huh. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Police continue the investigation in hijacking of Maxi-taxi at Windy Hill. 2 armed bandits pretending that they were passengers on a Maxi-taxi driven by Anderson La Forky. Wait, why? Laugh. And then make you laugh too, you know. And then he said the wrong affairs. Along the priority bus route in Arouca. You know, it had a video. Look at the passengers and them. They hijacked the Maxi. Look at the passengers and them here. Watch them. Go ahead, audio.
These are big back seat. I'm going to tell all you something. The robberies and them now getting back very hot. Again. You understand? They carry a Maxi, Windy Hill, and rob everybody in the Maxi. They took the Maxi off at the bus route and carry the Maxi in by Windy Hill and rob everybody. This is last night. By second crossing, Friday.
Oh, well,
the Maxi swung up and
so I'm just showing you where, with respect to Gary Griffith, police meet over Griffith for COP. First Division Police Officer, First Division Police from Assistant Superintendent to Deputy Commissioner met today in an emergency session with President of the Police Social and Welfare Association, Inspector Michael Seals, to discuss the pending appointment of former National Security Minister Gary Griffith as the next Commissioner of Police. All right, this is the Gary Griffith. And remember, this is where I showed you where he was talking about crime. Watch if you go back to that picture there. So there's the Gary Griffith there. The association will decide on informing the government how it feels about Griffith being at the helm of the police service. Sources said that the association is not ruling out seeking legal redress if the government moves to appoint Griffith. That is our next bacchanal. Well, Williams boy, it looked like you're here to stay. Enjoy it. Let's go to headlines. Yeah, nah, yeah, miss nothing, and yeah, miss nothing. I tell you, even the KFC bandits, you know, as a result of Crime Watch and what we did with the video. And what about a fisher mobbing from Grandy when you jump in the car? Look when you jump in the car. Tomorrow I'm running with it. Tomorrow you're running with it. I want to watch it. Remember the fisher we were looking for? A fisher run, she run. Friday I rank up, you rank up on me, boy. Come back to me, I rank up. I go by the market, I'm looking for you. Watch. I go by the market. Sucks, come on now. Go ahead. Remember?
Suspect in connection with the abduction.
She left the market. But a fisher tell you, you can't run. I am I.A.N. and all those people who choose to sell drugs and guns and whatnot are coming for you. I'm like the equalizer. I'm coming for you. A fisher, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. I'm showing you. And I'm showing Trinidad and Tobago and by extension the world. Give me the resources. Watch. She's going to be charged for kidnapping. Watch a fisher here. Watch. We're running. Watch. We're running a fisher. Look, Baran and all of them, we're running. Also, Jagesa. From Kunupia, Officer Jagesa. Look at Fisher, we're running. We're running a Fisher. Inspector Baran and the team, watch them. The municipal police, watch them. Good police officers, Inspector Baran. Tomorrow we're going to run with it. So I just want you, I want to end it on a good note. I wanted to end it on a good note. That a fisher you can run. And that's why today I heard a story about somebody selling drugs in a taxi, but don't beat up. Don't beat up. And if you have information about drugs and guns, we are taking back Trinidad and Tobago. We are not going to allow the criminal elements to have us in no house hide up. And we can go out and eat a little ice cream run, you know, lineman thing. You can go by a bar, drink something, or come out that time and thing. No, we need to go after them. And I will go after them for you. You sit down, you make sure support Crime Watch, go to any First Citizen Bank, make sure help us buy the OB van, make sure, get your ad. Make sure, let me tell you something, don't advertise on no other show, no other station. It make no sense because only one show, the whole world is locked on to, and that's Crime Watch. I didn't say that, but everybody knows that. Even Stevie Wonder could see that. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch. What's up me on 290-4426. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on.